Hey yeah, Earthlings, welcome to Infotainment. Hope you people are doing well. Today we are going to see about panic disorder, which is a part of mental disorder. Yeah, that doesn't mean the person is mad, but anything which brings unhealthy effect to our mind and imbalances our emotions, our thought process, etc. physically as well as mentally, that is mental disorder. Now, this mental disorder are like cousins of each other. They have some similar symptoms with other different ones, and yes, they have different effects. Coming back to panic disorder. Often it has similarity with anxiety disorder. In some cases, they both come together. Let us dig deep what panic disorder actually is. Panic disorder is a series of repetitive panic attacks, and panic attack means a sudden feeling of discomfort at its highest peak, maybe for few minutes, which gives physical pain too, like chest pain, breathlessness, abdominal distress, also fear of dying or losing control. Remember Iron Man 3, where our beloved Tony Stark gets repeated panic attacks in many scenes due to fear of losing everything. Yes, you remember that, right? That was panic disorder versus series of panic attacks. There are other symptoms as well, like excessive sweating, trembling or shaking, feeling of choking, feeling dizzy, lightheaded or faint, chills or hot flashes, numbness, derealization, like feeling of unreality, self-detachment, and all this happens suddenly for few minutes or sometimes for more. Due to this, the person suffering from it always tries to avoid such situation by avoiding in public gathering or any incidents which trigger the issues. Now why does panic disorder happens? It might be genetics, that means in genes where our brain automatically be in flight or fight mode in every situation it thinks has danger. Another is a major stress, for example a sudden death or have witnessed some disaster or survivor of death. Due to this a fear has set in mind. Also temperament, which is more sensitive to stress or prone to negative emotions. Also it can happen to someone who have faced severe trauma like torture, sexual assault, history of childhood physical abuse or experiencing abuse. It may also happen if change in life like person loses someone or he or she takes high caffeine intake, and all this affects the daily life of person. His behavior changes. The person lives in constant fear which brings other mental and physical problems. Person avoids social gathering. The problem occurs in work life, family life, love life, and many times they try to escape with excessive alcohol intake, which is really harmful. And along with this comes depression, anxiety disorder and other psychiatric disorder if not treated at early stage, and the effect increases. As we discussed earlier, many times other disorders occur with each other and cause more problems. Talking about preventive measures, here there is no such prevention as it differs according to person's situation. Yet best thing is to go to professional psychologist, therapist or psychiatrist as early as possible. Now what can the professional do? A professional can understand patiently from where the attack is coming and first try to relax the patient. Make the patient understand their thoughts which can lessen the effects. Make the patient learn stress management and relaxation techniques to help when symptoms occur. Exercise and becoming calm also helps. Though all this can help, but sometimes symptoms may occur again. But if the person is aware after the treatment, then he might have become aware and strong that it do not affect at that level again. Some psychiatrists might recommend them medicines only when necessary, and that can give patient relief. At last, if there are any kind of symptoms, physical or mental, it is better to visit health professional. At least we get clarity of what is happening. Please share this video with everyone. Thank you for watching.